The relentless drumbeat of modern life often feels like a constant assault. Your phone buzzes with an urgent notification, pulling your attention away from work. The traffic report snarls a new delay into your commute. Breaking news alerts flash, painting a landscape of global anxieties, political tensions, and economic uncertainties. We juggle demanding careers, navigate complex relationships, and strive for personal growth, all while the digital world relentlessly clamors for our focus. It's easy to feel adrift, overwhelmed by the sheer volume of information and the ever-present pressure to do more, be more, have more. In this cacophony, peace can seem like a distant, almost mythical concept. But now, close your eyes for a moment and transport yourself back to a time of bronze and battle, empires and philosophers. Imagine the most powerful man in the entire ancient world, the Emperor of Rome, sitting quietly, pen in hand, observing his own thoughts amidst unimaginable chaos. This isn't a Stoic marble statue you'd see in a museum. This is Marcus Aurelius, a living, breathing human being, grappling with a brutal plague that ravaged his empire, the relentless threat of barbarian hordes at his borders, and the crushing weight of betrayal even from within his own inner circle. He faced wars, famine, pestilence, and the immense responsibility of governing millions. His world was infinitely more volatile, perilous, and uncertain than our own, yet he is celebrated not for his conquests alone, but for a profound, almost superhuman tranquility. How did this man, shouldering the fate of an entire civilization, manage to cultivate such a deep, unshakable inner peace? How did he navigate a world of constant crisis without succumbing to despair, rage, or burnout? His secret wasn't written in imperial decrees or carved into triumphal arches. It was hidden in plain sight, yet meant for no one else to see, a series of private reflections, a personal journal he called Meditations. These weren't grand philosophical treatises, they were raw, honest conversations with himself, an intensely personal guide to living a good life, a virtuous life, in the face of an often indifferent or hostile universe. For nearly 2 millennia, these thoughts have resonated, offering solace and wisdom to countless generations. What if the lessons he painstakingly distilled from his own experiences, lessons about perception, control, and acceptance, hold the key to quieting the anxieties that plague your modern life? What if his ancient philosophy can be a practical, actionable blueprint for finding your own calm amidst today's chaos? In this video, we're going beyond the history books. We're going to unlock the emperor's personal philosophy, distilling Marcus Aurelius's profound insights into a practical guide. We'll explore his techniques for managing stress, cultivating resilience, and discovering an enduring sense of peace, no matter what modern life throws your way. Get ready to uncover the timeless wisdom that allowed an emperor to master himself and perhaps begin to master your own world too. Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever felt adrift, lost in the relentless current of modern life, battling everything from professional burnout to a pervasive sense of uncertainty about, well, everything? I certainly have. Not too long ago, I hit a wall. The pressure of constantly being on, the endless scroll, the feeling that I was perpetually behind it all coalesced into a profound sense of exhaustion and disillusionment. I was searching for an anchor, something real and enduring in a world that felt increasingly ephemeral. And then I stumbled upon a book, or rather, a collection of thoughts penned by a Roman emperor over 2,000 years ago. Now, before you picture dusty academic tomes or impenetrable philosophical treatises, let me tell you this was different. This wasn't written for an audience, or to impress professors, or even to lay down grand theories of the universe. This was a man's most private journal, a series of personal reflections, reminders, and exhortations to himself. It was his daily mental workout, his strategy guide for navigating the chaos of his own existence, written not as polished prose, but as raw, often unvarnished, wisdom straight from his heart to his own mind. Reading it felt less like studying philosophy and more like eavesdropping on a conversation with a remarkably grounded, incredibly wise mentor. He grappled with the same anxieties, the same frustrations, the same search for meaning that we do today. How to deal with difficult people, how to face adversity with courage, how to find tranquility amidst turmoil. His answers, scribbled down in those pages, weren't abstract theories. They were practical, actionable insights, a direct blueprint for building resilience, cultivating inner peace, and living a life of virtue, regardless of external circumstances. This ancient diary wasn't just interesting, it became my lifeline. It didn't solve my problems for me, but it gave me a robust framework, a way to approach my challenges with a renewed sense of purpose and control. It transformed my perspective, shifting my focus from what I couldn't change to what I could, my own reactions, my own character, my own inner fortress. And that's why I'm here today. My mission with this video, and potentially a series of them, is to unpack the incredible, immediate relevance of this profound wisdom, to strip away any intimidating academic mystique and show you how these ancient, personal musings can serve as your own practical guide, your own secret weapon for living a richer, more intentional life right now in the 21st century. This isn't about intellectual exercise, it's about practical transformation. It's about making this 2,000-year-old diary and its timeless lessons accessible and actionable for everyone. So, if you're ready to discover how ancient insights can profoundly change your modern life, let's dive in. Welcome to Chapter 1, The Circle of Control, Reclaiming Your Power. As we embark on this journey exploring the ethics of Aristotle, we'll uncover profound insights into living a flourishing life, a life of Eudaimonia. While Aristotle lays the philosophical groundwork for virtue and character, truly embedding these principles into our daily existence often requires practical tools. And it's here, at the intersection of theory and practice, that we find immense value in a foundational principle, one shared across various ancient wisdom traditions, most notably Stoicism. It's the simple yet profoundly liberating distinction between what you can control and what you absolutely cannot. Let's visualize this together. Imagine, if you will, a simple diagram appearing before you, two concentric circles. The smaller inner circle is clearly labeled in my control. Surrounding it, the larger outer circle is titled outside my control. This diagram, deceptively simple, holds the key to unlocking immense freedom and significantly reducing the anxiety that often plagues modern life. Within that inner circle, in my control, reside your most vital assets, your thoughts, your judgments, your choices, your efforts, your character, your values, and your response to external events. These are entirely yours. No one can force you to think a certain way, to judge a situation differently, or to act against your will unless you allow them to. This is where your true power lies. Now, consider everything else, everything that falls into the outer circle, outside my control. This vast expanse includes things like the weather, traffic, other people's opinions of you, their actions, their moods, global events, the economy, past events, future outcomes, and even your health in many respects. The list is endless. These are external circumstances beyond your direct influence. Here's where the profound shift occurs. So much of our stress, our frustration, and our anxiety stems from our tendency to worry, dwell, or actively try to change things that reside firmly in that outer circle. We fret about what someone might think, we get enraged by a traffic jam, we agonize over a decision that's already been made, or we catastrophize about a future that hasn't yet unfolded. When we invest our precious energy, our time, and our emotional well-being in trying to influence the uncontrollable, we are, quite simply, draining ourselves. It's like trying to command the wind to blow in a different direction, utterly futile and exhausting. But when you truly grasp this distinction, when you internalize the understanding that the only things genuinely within your sphere of influence are your internal world and your responses, something remarkable happens. Your anxiety begins to shrink. The weight of the world lessens because you stop carrying the burden of things that were never yours to carry in the first place. Consider a common modern example. You receive a rude, perhaps even insulting, email from a colleague or client. That email, the words written, the sender's intention, their character, all of that is firmly in the outside my control circle. You cannot unsend it, you cannot force the sender to apologize or change their attitude. But what is absolutely unequivocally in your control? Your response. You can choose to react with anger and fire back an equally vitriolic reply, escalating the conflict. Or you can choose to take a deep breath, to interpret it neutrally, to focus on the objective facts, and to craft a professional, measured response that protects your peace and maintains your integrity. Your true power isn't in stopping the rude email from landing in your inbox, but in how you choose to process and respond to it. This principle emphasizes that your dignity, your peace of mind, and your ultimate flourishing are not contingent upon external circumstances or the actions of others. They are dependent solely on your choices, your judgments, and the deliberate cultivation of your own character. Reclaiming your power begins with this conscious act of discernment, with the courage to release what you cannot control, and the wisdom to focus entirely on what you can. It's about understanding that while life will constantly throw challenges and circumstances into your path, from that outer circle, your inner circle, your domain of control, remains an unassailable fortress, if you choose to guard it wisely. In our exploration of Aristotle's timeless wisdom, we often find ourselves grappling with the immediate, the tangible, the pressing concerns that fill our daily lives. But what if we could gain a perspective so grand, so vast, that it fundamentally alters how we perceive these challenges? Welcome to Chapter 2, The View from Above, Shrinking Your Problems. This isn't about denying the existence of difficulties, but rather about equipping ourselves with a powerful mental tool to recontextualize them, to diminish their overwhelming grip, and to foster a deeper sense of calm. Let's embark on a mental journey together. I invite you to close your eyes if you feel comfortable, or simply soften your gaze. Picture yourself right now exactly where you are. Notice the details of your immediate surroundings, the furniture, the light, the very air in the room. This is your personal space, your current anchor in the world. Now imagine we begin to zoom out slowly, steadily. See your room from just outside its doorway. Then, pull back further. See your entire house or apartment building, a small structure nestled within a street. Expand your vision to encompass your entire neighborhood, the network of roads, parks, and other homes. Keep pulling back. Now your entire city comes into view, a sprawling tapestry of buildings, infrastructure, and countless lives. From this height, you might notice the rivers winding, the highways stretching, the faint hum of collective activity. Continue this upward journey. See your city as part of a larger region, then your entire country, a distinct geographical entity on the world map. Now let's leave the atmosphere. Imagine you're in orbit, looking down at our glorious blue planet, a marble of sapphire and emerald swirling with clouds. From this cosmic vantage point, the borders between countries blur into insignificance. The entire Earth, our home, appears as a delicate, vibrant sphere suspended in the inky blackness. But don't stop there. Let's zoom out further still. The Earth becomes a small dot orbiting a brilliant sun, itself just one of countless stars in our solar system. From this distance, our entire solar system with its planets, moons, and asteroids begins to recede. Now you're seeing our galaxy, the Milky Way, a breathtaking spiral of billions of stars, so immense it defies easy comprehension. And beyond our galaxy, an infinite ocean of other galaxies, nebulae and cosmic dust, stretching further than our minds can truly grasp. The universe in all its majestic, unfathomable expanse. Now, from this breathtaking, humbling perspective, I want you to recall one of those daily frustrations that might have been bothering you recently. Perhaps it was a particularly annoying piece of traffic, a mildly rude comment from a colleague, a small domestic argument, or a minor career setback. Think about how much emotional weight you assigned to it at the time. How significant did it feel? How much of your mental energy did it consume? Now, look at that problem again, but from the view above. From the perspective of Earth, a tiny speck in the cosmos, how much genuine weight does that argument, that delay, that email truly carry? The overwhelming feeling of frustration, the burning sense of injustice, the anxiety about a looming deadline, they begin to shrink. They don't disappear entirely, but their sharp edges dull, their immediate, suffocating presence recedes into something far more manageable. The very planet we inhabit feels like a minuscule point, and our individual concerns, when viewed against the backdrop of cosmic time and space, become almost imperceptible. This mental exercise isn't about suggesting that your problems don't matter. It's not a nihilistic decree that renders everything meaningless. Quite the opposite. This is a profound tool for gaining clarity, a way to recalibrate your emotional thermostat. It helps us distinguish between truly significant challenges, those that demand our full attention and reasoned action, and the multitude of minor annoyances that often hijack our peace of mind. By seeing how small our immediate environment is in the grand scheme, we empower ourselves to choose our battles more wisely. We learn to let go of the trivial, to approach genuine difficulties with a calmer, more strategic mindset, rather than being swept away by emotional storms. This cosmic perspective isn't a passive surrender, it's an active practice of emotional intelligence. It allows us to put arguments into their true, temporary context, to view career setbacks as minor detours on a much longer path, and to release the grip of daily frustrations. It's a powerful step towards cultivating the inner tranquility and clear-headedness that Aristotle himself would have championed as essential for living a good, flourishing life. So when the world feels too heavy, remember your view from above. It's always there, waiting to offer you space, perspective, and a renewed sense of calm. Welcome to Chapter 3, The Inner Citadel Building an Unshakable Mind. In a world full of unpredictable events, how do we maintain our peace, our equanimity, and our focus on living a good life? Aristotle, though not using this precise term, guides us towards a profound truth. True tranquility, a cornerstone of human flourishing, comes from within. The world outside us is often chaotic, filled with events beyond our control, the whims of fortune, the actions of others, unexpected turns of fate. A core insight we glean from exploring Aristotelian thought, particularly his emphasis on reason and discerning what truly contributes to a good life, is this: external events themselves are inherently neutral. A storm, a job loss, an unexpected compliment, these are simply occurrences. It is our judgment about these events, our interpretation, our emotional attachment to specific outcomes, that creates our suffering or our undue elation. Aristotle teaches us the importance of right reason, or orthos logos of understanding what is truly good and bad, and not being swayed by superficial appearances or fleeting pleasures and pains. Our aim, in his view, is to live in accordance with reason, to cultivate virtues that allow us to navigate life's complexities with balance and practical wisdom. Building this inner citadel is a deliberate act, deeply rooted in self-awareness and rational thought, cornerstones of Aristotelian ethics. It begins with understanding yourself, your values, your principles, your true good. This isn't merely introspection, it's a rigorous process of practical wisdom, or phronsis where you analyze your impulses, question your assumptions, and align your actions with your highest rational self. By cultivating virtues like courage, temperance, and justice, we strengthen our inner resolve. We identify what is truly within our power, our thoughts, our choices, our character, and distinguish it from what is not. This mental fortress is constructed brick by rational brick, not by denying emotion, but by tempering it with reason, ensuring our emotions serve our rational aims rather than ruling us. Consider a practical example. Imagine you receive sharp criticism, perhaps an unfair assessment of your work or character. The natural, immediate reaction might be anger, defensiveness, or hurt. But this is precisely where your inner citadel becomes your sanctuary. Instead of letting the external words breach your peace and provoke an automatic, emotional response, you retreat. You don't ignore the criticism, but you process it through the lens of your established inner values and reason. You ask, is this criticism true? Does it align with my understanding of my own character and efforts, developed through self-awareness and self-assessment? If it holds a grain of truth, how can I learn from it, consistent with my pursuit of excellence? If it is baseless, then it holds no power over your inner equilibrium. Your worth is not dictated by external opinion, but by your virtuous actions and intentions, your rational assessment of yourself. You choose your response, guided by wisdom, rather than being swept away by emotional currents. This is the mark of a truly virtuous person, one who masters their passions through reason. This mastery, this ability to stand firm within your inner fortress, is not an innate gift. It is a skill meticulously built over time through consistent, deliberate practice. Just as an athlete trains their body, we must train our minds. Each time you choose a reasoned response over an impulsive one, each time you pause to reflect rather than react, you add another layer of strength to your inner citadel. Aristotle reminds us that virtue is a habit, developed through repeated actions. The more we practice self-awareness, rational thought, and aligning our reactions with our core values, the more resilient and unshakable our mind becomes. Over time, this inner strength becomes a natural part of who you are, enabling you to face life's vicissitudes not with fear or agitation, but with tranquil fortitude, moving ever closer to a life of flourishing and genuine human excellence. Welcome to Chapter 4, Memento Mori, the Gift of Impermanence. For many, the phrase "remember you will die" conjures images of gloom, fear, or a morbid obsession with our eventual end. But what if we could flip that script entirely? What if this ancient reminder, far from being a grim pronouncement, is actually one of the most profound and powerful motivators for truly living a full, virtuous, and urgent life? The fear of death is a primal human instinct, a shadow that often lurks at the edges of our consciousness. We build elaborate defenses against it, both psychological and material, pretending it doesn't exist or pushing it far out of sight. Yet, throughout history, particularly among the Stoic philosophers, death was not something to be feared or ignored, but rather a potent tool for life. They didn't dwell on death out of despair, but embraced its inevitability as a lens through which to sharpen their focus, clarify their values, and intensify their actions in the present moment. For them, memento mori wasn't a warning to be afraid, it was an exhortation to live, and to live well. Consider the great Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, writing in his Meditations. Faced with the immense pressures of leading an empire, he didn't escape into fantasies or distractions. Instead, he constantly turned inward, questioning himself, "Are you doing what is essential?" This wasn't a rhetorical flourish. It was a daily audit, a brutal self-assessment prompted by the profound understanding of life's fleeting nature. This simple, yet profound question acts as a powerful filter. When you genuinely confront the finite nature of your existence, not as an abstract concept, but as an immediate reality, suddenly, the trivialities begin to fall away. The petty grievances, the endless scrolling, the unproductive anxieties, the pursuit of fleeting pleasures that offer no real substance, they all lose their grip. Procrastination, that insidious thief of time, finds little fertile ground when you are acutely aware that your moments are numbered. If what you're doing right now isn't essential, if it doesn't align with your deepest values, if it doesn't contribute to the person you aspire to be, then why are you doing it? This isn't about rushing blindly through life. It's about intentionality. It's about recognizing that every moment spent on the non-essential is a moment lost for the truly meaningful. Your time is not merely a commodity, it is your very life. Unlike money, which can be earned and lost and earned again, time once spent is gone forever. It is the one resource that, for every single one of us, is absolutely finite and utterly irreplaceable. To squander it is not just wasteful, it is a profound disrespect for the gift of existence itself. Memento mori, then, is not about dwelling on death, but about honoring life. It's about cultivating an acute awareness of time's preciousness, inspiring us to invest our moments wisely, to pursue virtue, to cultivate meaningful relationships, to contribute to the good, to learn, to grow, to experience joy. These are the essential pursuits that stand the test of time and provide a life truly lived. Let the understanding of your impermanence be the ultimate catalyst for living a life so rich, so purposeful, so authentically you, that when your final moment arrives, you can look back not with regret, but with profound gratitude for every well-spent breath. Welcome back to our journey through the profound wisdom of Aristotle. We've explored the architecture of a good life, understanding how virtues, practical wisdom, and the pursuit of eudaimonia shape our existence. Now, let's confront a concept that, while not explicitly coined by Aristotle himself, perfectly encapsulates the kind of profound resilience and flourishing he aimed for. Amor Fati, learning to love your fate. This isn't merely about accepting what comes, but about embracing every single event, every twist and turn, every success and every setback as an essential and beneficial part of your unique journey. Imagine the ultimate form of resilience. It's not just enduring hardship or bouncing back from a fall. True, unshakable resilience lies in not only accepting that something difficult has happened, but in cultivating a mindset where you genuinely believe that this particular challenge, this specific outcome, is precisely what you needed to experience. It's the deep conviction that everything good or bad serves a purpose in forging the person you are becoming. Amor Fati transforms mere survival into a proactive embrace of destiny, allowing you to move through life with an inner strength that is unassailable. To truly grasp this, consider the powerful analogy of a fire. A fire doesn't just burn the good dry wood. It consumes everything in its path: twigs, leaves, old debris, even damp logs. And what does it do with these obstacles, these less than ideal components? It transforms them. It converts every single piece into fuel, making its flame burn hotter, brighter, and stronger. In the same way, when you adopt Amor Fati, you learn to see every obstacle, every failure, every unexpected turn as fuel for your own internal fire. These aren't impediments, they are the very elements that stoke your growth, deepen your character, and illuminate your path forward. Let's bring this to a practical, relatable level. Think about a significant setback, perhaps something as jarring as suddenly losing your job. The immediate, natural reaction is often shock, anger, fear, and a sense of loss. Our conditioned response is to view this as a negative, an unfair blow. But what if you could reframe it? What if, instead of seeing it as an ending, you viewed it as an unforeseen opportunity, a necessary redirection, perhaps even a liberation? This isn't about ignoring the pain or the practical difficulties. It's about actively seeking the hidden potential. Maybe this job loss frees you to pursue a long dormant passion, to acquire a new skill set, or to finally launch that entrepreneurial idea you've always dreamt of. Perhaps it forces you to reevaluate your values and find a career path that aligns more deeply with your true self. Countless stories of profound success begin with what initially appeared to be an insurmountable failure. Amor Fati enables you to actively search for, and ultimately find, the inherent benefit within any perceived misfortune. Now, it is absolutely crucial to differentiate Amor Fati from what is often termed toxic positivity. This isn't about denying reality, suppressing genuine emotions, or blindly declaring that everything is fine when it clearly isn't. You are allowed to feel pain, frustration, sadness, or anger when difficult things happen. Those emotions are real and valid. Amor Fati doesn't ask you to pretend they don't exist. Instead, it asks you to acknowledge those feelings, process them, and then, asterisk after asterisk that honest acknowledgement, to choose an empowered perspective. It's not denial, it's active transformation. It's about understanding that while you cannot always control what happens asterisk to asterisk, you absolutely control your narrative, your interpretation, and your response. This distinction is vital. Toxic positivity avoids discomfort. Amor Fati leans into it, extracts its lessons, and uses it to build a stronger, more resilient self. It's about agency, not denial, and that difference is everything. Embracing Amor Fati is a profound practice that takes courage and consistent effort. But by cultivating this mindset, by choosing not just to accept, but to genuinely love your fate, Whatever it may bring you, unlock an unparalleled sense of inner peace and an unshakable foundation for eudaimonia. You move beyond merely reacting to life and instead become a conscious, empowered company creator of your experience, capable of finding meaning, growth, and even joy in every single chapter of your story. Welcome to Chapter 6, Navigating Difficult People, the Stoics' Guide. We turn to Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, for practical, empathetic advice on handling frustrating, rude, or harmful people without losing our inner peace. His wisdom was forged in the crucible of governing an empire. His counsel begins daily, not wishing for an easy life, but with proactive meditation. Marcus would rise before dawn, mentally preparing when you wake up in the morning. Tell yourself the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, envious, and unsocial. This isn't pessimism, it's strategic inoculation. Anticipating encounters ensures they don't shatter his tranquility. These traits are inherent, not personal affronts. But why this behavior? Marcus shifts our perspective. People do wrong not from malice, but ignorance. They are ignorant of what is truly good and bad. Their actions stem from a flawed understanding of their own best interests, pursuing what they mistakenly believe brings happiness, even if it harms others. They don't know true virtue or happiness. This is liberating. If someone is truly ignorant, anger is irrational. You wouldn't be furious at a blind man for stumbling. You'd feel pity, a desire to guide them. This understanding leads to Marcus's core advice: respond with reason and kindness, never reciprocal anger. Ask, is this person intentionally evil or misguided? Usually, it's the latter. Lashing out in anger means descending to their level, letting their ignorance infect your peace. Respond with reason, not emotion. Gently correct if possible, but crucially, protect your mind. Maintain composure. Offer kindness, demonstrating your virtue and resilience. Your response is internal, within your control. Don't let their storm become yours. Crucially, Marcus reminds us of our shared humanity. We are born for cooperation, he writes, like feet, hands, eyelids, teeth. We are all parts of the same cosmic whole, meant to work together. When someone acts selfishly, they fail their duty to this whole. This breeds patience and a desire for reconciliation. Their flaw is a wound in humanity. Acknowledge interconnectedness. Their well-being ultimately contributes to all. The Stoic path to navigating difficult people blends preparedness, understanding, and self-control. Expect challenges, comprehend their root in ignorance, respond with reason and kindness, and remember our fundamental human connection. You protect your inner peace, uphold virtue, and shine a light amidst human imperfection. This is how you remain tranquil amidst folly. Welcome back to our exploration of the ethics of Aristotle. As we delve into Chapter 7, titled Virtue is the Only Good, Redefining Success, we're going to take a fascinating, albeit distinct, philosophical detour. While Aristotle grounds our understanding of human flourishing, or eudaimonia, in a life of virtuous activity, often alongside certain external goods, there exists another powerful ancient tradition that offers an even more radical redefinition of what constitutes a truly successful and good life: Stoicism. This chapter will present the Stoic alternative, challenging many of our modern assumptions head-on. In our contemporary world, success is relentlessly measured by external metrics: the size of our bank accounts, the prestige of our titles, the recognition we garner, the material possessions we accumulate. We chase wealth, fame, and status, believing they will bring happiness and fulfillment. Yet, we've all seen, or perhaps experienced, how fleeting these triumphs can be, how quickly new desires emerge, and how vulnerable our happiness becomes when it's tied to things outside our control. The Stoics argue that basing our well-being on such precarious foundations is a recipe for perpetual anxiety and disappointment. For the Stoics, the only true measure of a good life is a virtuous character. Nothing else truly matters for our inner peace and flourishing. This isn't just about being a nice person, it's a comprehensive philosophy for living, deeply ingrained in our reason and our understanding of the natural order. It posits that the only thing intrinsically good, the only thing that can guarantee our happiness, is our own moral excellence. This moral excellence is distilled into what are known as the four cardinal virtues, foundational to Stoic philosophy. First, astisk, wisdom. Skrisk, not just knowledge, but practical wisdom, the ability to navigate life's complexities with sound judgment, to discern what is truly good and bad, and to apply reason to everyday choices. Second, justice, treating others fairly, honestly, and with integrity, recognizing our interconnectedness within the human community. Third, courage. Krisk, not merely physical bravery, but moral courage, the strength to stand by our principles, to face adversity with resolve, and to endure hardship without complaint. And fourth, strict temperance, also known as moderation or self-control. It's the mastery over our desires and impulses, ensuring they don't lead us astray but remain aligned with reason. Central to this Stoic worldview is the concept that externals are indifferent. This is a profound idea. Things like wealth, health, reputation, pleasure, pain, even life and death itself are considered neutral. They are not inherently good or bad. Their value or lack thereof lies entirely in how we choose to respond to them, how we use them. Possessing wealth isn't virtuous, nor is poverty inherently vicious. What matters is how you acquire wealth, how you use it, and how you react if you lose it. These externals have no bearing on your character, your inner freedom, or your capacity for virtue. They are merely the raw material upon which our virtue can be exercised. Embracing this perspective offers immense liberation. If only virtue is truly good and everything else is indifferent, then the endless, exhausting chase for more money, more recognition, more fleeting pleasures becomes redundant. You are freed from the constant pressure to acquire or maintain external advantages because your well-being no longer depends on them. Your happiness is no longer held hostage by the unpredictable whims of fate or the opinions of others. Your focus shifts inward towards cultivating the only thing truly within your control, your own character and moral choices. Ultimately, for the Stoics, satisfaction comes not from the outcome of an action, but from the rightness of the action itself. Did you act with wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance? Did you do your best, aligning your will with reason and virtue, regardless of whether your efforts led to the desired result? If so, you have succeeded. The external result might be beyond your control. The virtuous effort never is. This mindset brings a profound sense of peace and self-sufficiency, knowing that your goodness, your success, and your happiness are always within your reach, rooted firmly in your own virtuous choices, unassailable by the uncertainties of the external world. Welcome to Chapter 8. The obstacle is the way, a profound truth that redefines our relationship with difficulty. In this section, we take a deep dive into a core Stoic principle, one that isn't just a philosophy but a practical guide for living a more resilient and meaningful life. This principle posits that challenges, setbacks, and obstacles are not impediments to our path, but rather they asterisk the path itself. They are not interruptions to our journey, but intrinsic, often essential components of it. To truly grasp this concept, let's employ a vivid metaphor: the wrestler. Imagine two athletes locked in an embrace, muscles straining, wills pitted against each other. From an external perspective, they are opponents, striving to overcome one another. But consider the perspective of the individual wrestler. Is their opponent merely a barrier to victory? Or is that opponent, in fact, a crucial partner in their development? Without a strong, skilled adversary, how would the wrestler test their technique, improve their stamina, or discover new levels of strength and agility? The opponent, by their very resistance, forces the wrestler to adapt, to push beyond perceived limits, to innovate. They don't just reveal weaknesses, they forge strengths. They are not merely an obstacle, they are the crucible in which mastery is forged. The opponent makes the wrestler stronger, sharper, more capable. This same dynamic plays out in our own lives, whether we recognize it or not. Think of a difficult project at work, one fraught with unexpected complications, demanding impossible deadlines, or requiring skills you didn't think you possessed. Many would view this as a burden, a source of stress, an obstacle to their peace of mind. But what if we reframed it? What if we saw it as our personal sparring partner, pushing us to learn new strategies, to develop greater patience, to hone our problem-solving abilities under pressure? That project, precisely because it was difficult, forces growth. It compels you to expand your capabilities in ways easy tasks never would. Or consider a personal failure, a professional setback, a failed endeavor, a missed opportunity. The immediate emotional response is often one of disappointment, regret, perhaps even shame. We perceive it as a closed door, a dead end. Yet, if we adopt the mindset of the obstacle is the way, we begin to see it differently. A failure is not merely a sign that you fell, it's an undeniable demonstration of how you fell, and more importantly, what you need to adjust to stand firmer next time. It provides invaluable data, lessons etched not in theory, but in the vivid, often painful reality of experience. It's an opportunity to rebuild with greater wisdom, stronger foundations, and a clearer understanding of your own strengths and limitations. The key to unlocking this power lies in learning how to dissect an obstacle. When faced with a challenge, don't just react to it emotionally. Instead, pause, observe it clinically. Ask yourself, what exactly is the nature of this problem? What resources, internal or external, do I have at my disposal? More importantly, what lesson is embedded within this difficulty? What hidden opportunity might it present? Is it asking me to be more patient, more resourceful, more courageous? Is it highlighting an area where I need to acquire new knowledge or develop a new skill? Every obstacle, properly examined, contains the seeds of its own solution and, often, the blueprint for our next level of development. It's not about ignoring the difficulty, but about engaging with it proactively and purposefully. This perspective, this radical reframing of adversity, is the ultimate mindset for turning challenges into advantages. It transforms every stumble into a stepping stone, every closed door into a moment to re-evaluate the path, every perceived weakness into an opportunity for strength. It's the conviction that growth is not just something that happens despite difficulties, but often precisely asterisk because asterisk of them. When we embrace that the obstacle is not merely asterisk in asterisk the way, but asterisk is asterisk the way, we unlock an incredible source of resilience, ingenuity, and unwavering progress on the path to a life of virtue and flourishing. In our journey through Aristotle's timeless wisdom, we've explored the profound pursuit of eudaimonia, the flourishing life achieved through virtuous action and practical wisdom. But how, in the relentless current of daily existence, do we truly practice these virtues? How do we ensure our actions align with our highest ethical ideals rather than being swept away by distraction or doubt? The answer, as profoundly understood by philosophers across the ages, lies in the singular power of the present moment. While we are delving into the ethics of Aristotle, it's worth noting how seamlessly his principles resonate with other great thinkers who grappled with the practical application of virtue. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, constantly reminded himself to live in the present. He saw the past as gone, irretrievable, and the future as uncertain, beyond our immediate control. His wisdom serves as a powerful illustration of a truth crucial to Aristotelian living: our capacity for virtue, for reasoned action, for the good life, exists only in the now. Consider for a moment the immense energy we expend on regret for the past. We replay conversations, second-guess decisions, or mourn what might have been. Simultaneously, we dedicate countless hours to anxiety for the future, lost in what-if scenarios, dreading outcomes that may never materialize, or endlessly planning for events that are still distant. These mental excursions, while sometimes necessary for learning or preparation, often become debilitating cycles that drain our vitality. They shackle our minds to events that no longer exist or to possibilities that are not yet real, stealing our focus from the only moment where action is possible, this one. This diversion of mental and emotional resources prevents us from engaging fully with the opportunities for virtue that the present offers. How can we cultivate courage if our mind is trapped in past failures? How can we practice temperance if our thoughts are consumed by future desires? Your power to act, to think virtuously, to make ethical choices, to cultivate character, it only exists in this fleeting, tangible now. The past is merely a memory, the future an imagined projection. Virtue, for Aristotle, isn't a theoretical concept, it's an active disposition, a habit formed through consistent, deliberate choices. And where do those choices happen? In the present. It is in this very moment that you choose patience over irritation, generosity over selfishness, courage over fear. Every act of kindness, every thoughtful word, every diligent effort occurs here, in the unfolding present. This is the forge where character is hammered out, where practical wisdom phronsis is applied. So, how do we reclaim this vital present moment? How do we ground ourselves when our minds inevitably wander? Simple techniques, echoes of ancient practices, are readily available. Begin with your breath. Take a slow, deep inhale, feeling the air fill your lungs, and a gentle exhale, noticing its release. This simple act immediately brings your attention to the body, anchoring you. Another technique involves engaging your senses. Consciously notice 5 things you can see right now, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can feel, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This sensory scan pulls you out of your internal narrative and into the richness of your immediate environment. You might also try a brief body scan, gently bringing your awareness to different parts of your body, noticing any sensations without judgment. These aren't elaborate rituals, they are brief, accessible moments of intentional awareness that can be practiced anywhere, anytime. What ancient philosophers like Marcus Aurelius understood implicitly, and what Aristotle's practical ethics call us to do, modern mindfulness practices now extensively explore and validate. Mindfulness isn't just about relaxation, it's about developing an acute awareness of the present moment, observing thoughts and feelings without being carried away by them. It's a powerful tool for ethical living, enabling us to pause, reflect, and choose our actions more deliberately and virtuously rather than reacting impulsively. By cultivating this present moment awareness, we align ourselves more closely with Aristotle's vision of a life lived with practical wisdom, a life where eudaimonia is not just an aspiration, but a continually unfolding reality. The path to a flourishing life, rich in virtue and purpose, begins and ends right here, right now. Welcome to Chapter 10, where we move beyond theoretical contemplation and delve into the vibrant heart of philosophical living. For many, philosophy might seem like an abstract pursuit confined to dusty books and intellectual debates. But for ancient practitioners, particularly the Stoics, philosophy was never an armchair exercise. It was and remains a profound daily practice, a way of life. Think of Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor. He didn't just think about Stoicism. He lived it, meticulously documenting his struggles and insights in his meditations. And that's precisely what we'll explore now: how to integrate these powerful, life-affirming ideas into your everyday reality through simple, yet profoundly impactful routines. Let's begin with your morning. Just as an athlete warms up their body before a strenuous workout, a philosopher prepares their mind for the day's inevitable challenges. Before the demands of the world rush in, take a few quiet moments. Consider what lies ahead. What potential difficulties might arise? What virtues will you consciously embody and strengthen today? Will it be patience in traffic, kindness to a challenging colleague, or unwavering resilience in the face of setbacks? This isn't about predicting the future with anxiety, but about fortifying your inner citadel, setting your intentions, and reminding yourself of what truly is within your control: your perceptions, your choices, your reactions. It's about taking a proactive stance, consciously choosing your attitude before the world chooses it for you. As the day concludes and you begin to wind down, it's time for the equally crucial evening review. This is not a session for harsh self-judgment or dwelling on perceived failures, but a quiet moment of honest, dispassionate assessment. Reflect on your actions, your reactions, and your thoughts throughout the day. Did you live up to the intentions you set this morning? Where did you align with your deepest values? And where did you perhaps fall short? What could you have done differently, not out of regret, but out of a desire for growth? This gentle self-examination is a powerful learning tool, allowing you to observe your patterns, acknowledge your progress, and identify areas for refinement and improvement, all without the debilitating weight of self-condemnation. It's a continuous feedback loop, a daily opportunity to refine your character, brick by brick. To make these routines tangible and deeply impactful, I strongly encourage you to start a simple journal. You don't need elaborate prose, profound insights, or pages of writing every day. Just a few lines in the morning, outlining your intentions or a key principle you want to focus on, and a few more in the evening, summarizing your reflections and learnings. Think of Marcus Aurelius's meditations. They weren't intended for publication, They were his personal philosophical diary, his training ground for wisdom. Your journal can be the same, a private, judgment-free space to track your thoughts, your struggles, your triumphs, and your ongoing progress. There's no pressure for literary genius, only for honest self-engagement. Ultimately, this is what philosophical practice truly is, a rigorous yet rewarding workout for the mind. Just as you train your body to be stronger, faster, and more resilient, you must actively train your mind to be wiser, calmer, and more virtuous. It requires consistency, focused effort, and a willingness to show up every single day, even when it feels difficult, mundane, or when motivation wanes. The rewards, however, are immeasurable: greater inner peace, enhanced resilience in the face of adversity, clearer judgment in complex situations, and a profound, abiding sense of purpose. So, let's stop merely reading about philosophy and start doing philosophy. Your mind is ready for its workout. Start today. We've explored the profound wisdom of Aristotle's Ethics understanding that true flourishing, or Eudaimonia comes not from external circumstances, but from cultivating virtue and living in accordance with reason. But how do we bridge the gap between this deep philosophical understanding and the messy, unpredictable reality of our daily lives? How do we put wisdom into practice and begin building momentum towards a more virtuous, more fulfilling existence? This is where our 7-day Stoic challenge comes in. While we draw our inspiration from Aristotle's timeless insights, the Stoic tradition offers incredibly practical, day-by-day exercises that brilliantly complement and reinforce the very principles of character development and rational living that Aristotle championed. Think of this challenge as your practical laboratory, designed to help you embody virtue and clarity in real time, starting right now. Let's dive into your action plan. Days 1 and 2, practice the circle of control. For the first 2 days, your task is to actively distinguish between what you can control and what you cannot. Throughout your day, whenever you feel a pang of worry, anxiety, or frustration, pause for a moment. At the end of each of these 2 days, take 5 minutes to write down one specific thing you worried about that was definitively outside your control. It could be the weather, someone else's opinion, a past event, or a future outcome. The goal here isn't to stop worrying immediately, but to cultivate awareness. By identifying these external concerns, you train your mind to release them, allowing you to redirect your precious mental energy towards what you can influence your own actions, reactions, and character, just as Aristotle would advocate for self-mastery. This practice fosters inner tranquility, reducing the noise so you can think more clearly and act more virtuously. Days 3 and 4, practice the obstacle is the way. Life, as both Aristotle and the Stoics understood, is full of challenges. For the next 2 days, whenever you encounter a problem, a setback, or an unforeseen difficulty, I want you to immediately reframe it. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" or "How can I avoid this?" ask yourself this powerful question: what virtue can I practice here? Is it patience in the face of delay, courage when confronting fear, temperance when dealing with frustration, justice when resolving a conflict? Every obstacle becomes an opportunity to exercise and strengthen a specific virtue. This isn't about denying difficulties, it's about seeing them as vital training grounds for character, turning adversity into a path for growth. perfectly aligning with Aristotle's view that virtue is developed through habit and practice. Days 5 and 6 practice memento mori. This ancient Stoic practice, remember you must die, is not about morbidity, but about cultivating a profound appreciation for the present and clarifying our priorities. For days 5 and 6, before you begin any significant task or make an important decision, take a brief moment, literally just a few seconds, and ask yourself, is this truly essential? If today were my last day, would I still choose to spend my time and energy on this? This powerful question helps cut through distractions and trivialities, guiding you towards actions that truly matter, that align with your deepest values and your pursuit of a well-lived life. It's about living intentionally, ensuring your efforts contribute to your flourishing and the good life that Aristotle describes, free from wasted effort on the unimportant. Day 7. Conduct an evening review. On your final day of the challenge, dedicate 10 minutes before bed to a quiet, honest reflection on your entire day. This is a crucial practice for self-awareness and continuous improvement, a cornerstone of developing practical wisdom. Ask yourself these 3 questions. 1. What did I do well today? Acknowledge your successes, big or small.
What virtues did you successfully embody? 2.
Where did I fall short today? Be honest, without judgment.
What moments tested you, and how might you have responded differently? 3.
How can I improve tomorrow? Based on your reflections, identify one specific, actionable step you can take to respond more virtuously, more thoughtfully, or more effectively in a similar situation the next day. This daily review is not about self-criticism, but about learning and growing. It's how you systematically build upon your experiences, refining your character, and moving closer to the virtuous ideal Aristotle laid out for us. This 7-day challenge is just the beginning. Each of these practices, when consistently applied, will gradually rewire your responses, sharpen your focus, and strengthen your character, helping you embody the wisdom of both Aristotle and the Stoics. Commit to it, embrace the journey, and observe the transformative power of putting wisdom into daily practice. You'll not only understand what it means to live a good life, but you'll actively be building one day by day. Now, as we bring our journey through Aristotle's profound insights to a close, let's distill the essence of the Emperor's Code into 3 powerful, actionable takeaways. These aren't just concepts to ponder, they are principles to live by, designed to arm you with the mental fortitude of an emperor and guide you toward a life of true flourishing. First, and perhaps most foundational, you control your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This isn't about denying the reality of external pressures or challenges. It's about understanding where your true power lies. The world outside us is often chaotic, unpredictable, and entirely beyond our direct command. But within the sanctuary of your own mind, you are sovereign. You choose your reactions. You choose your interpretations. You choose whether an event is a catastrophe or a valuable lesson. When you internalize this truth, an immense burden lifts. You stop chasing external validation or trying to manipulate circumstances you cannot change. Instead, you cultivate an inner fortress of resilience where your peace of mind is not a hostage to fortune, but a deliberate creation of your own will. This is the bedrock of enduring strength, the quiet confidence that allows you to face anything the world throws your way, knowing your most vital resource, your inner self, remains yours to command. Secondly, the obstacle in the path becomes the path. Every obstacle is an opportunity to practice virtue. Life is not a smooth, uninterrupted ascent. It's replete with hurdles, setbacks, and unexpected detours. Many traditions encourage us to avoid obstacles, to seek the path of least resistance. But Aristotle, and indeed many Stoic philosophers who followed, invite us to embrace them. Each impediment isn't merely a blockage, it's a crucible. It's a chance to exercise courage when fear might otherwise dominate, to practice patience when frustration brews, to demonstrate justice when unfairness presents itself, or to cultivate temperance in the face of excess. These aren't abstract concepts, they are muscles to be flexed. When you encounter difficulty, pause. See it not as an enemy, but as a teacher. Ask yourself, what virtue can I practice here? How can I respond to this with excellence? By reframing challenges in this way, you transform potential stumbling blocks into stepping stones, actively shaping your character and becoming more virtuous with every trial overcome. The path to flourishing isn't around the obstacles, it's right through them, forged in the fires of their confrontation. Finally, live every day with purpose. The best way to live a good life is to focus on being a good person right now. Aristotle's Ethics isn't a manual for achieving momentary happiness. It's a guide to Eudaimonia, to living a life of true flourishing and human excellence. And that flourishing isn't a destination reached sometime in the distant future. It's an ongoing, active process. It's about the consistent, deliberate choices you make, minute by minute, day by day. Don't defer your virtue. Don't wait for the perfect circumstances to be kind, to be honest, to be courageous, to be generous. The opportunity to practice excellence is always available, right here, right now, in the smallest interactions and the most mundane tasks. It's in how you treat your colleagues, how you respond to criticism, how you manage your time, how you speak your truth. By focusing on being good, embodying the virtues through your actions, you are not just striving for a good life, you are actively living it. This daily commitment, this present moment focus on character, is the true engine of a life well lived, a life of profound meaning and lasting fulfillment. It's the continuous, deliberate practice that shapes who you are and cultivates the genuine flourishing that Aristotle spoke of so eloquently. These three principles, drawn from the wellspring of ancient wisdom, are not merely philosophical musings. They are a practical, powerful code for navigating the complexities of modern existence. Internalize them, practice them, and you will not only understand what it means to live a good life, but you will actively build one day by challenging, purposeful day. Carry these insights forward, and may they serve as your guide to becoming the best version of yourself. We've journeyed through profound ideas, tracing the contours of virtue, happiness, and the good life as envisioned by Aristotle. But the true power of philosophy isn't found merely in understanding concepts. It lies in applying them, in actively shaping your own life, and engaging with the world around you. This isn't just an intellectual exercise, it's a call to action, an invitation to continue your journey towards greater wisdom and a more flourishing existence. True understanding, like a vibrant community, is built through shared reflection. So, as you reflect on our discussion today, I invite you to consider what single insight, what one idea or question resonated most deeply with you. What's your biggest takeaway from Aristotle's timeless wisdom that you'll carry forward? Share it in the comments below. Let's foster a thoughtful community where we can all learn from each other's unique perspectives and insights, building a collective understanding of what it means to live well. If this exploration has sparked something within you, if you found value in dissecting these ancient philosophies for modern life, please take a moment to show your support. Liking this video helps us reach more curious minds, and subscribing to our channel ensures you won't miss our upcoming content on practical philosophy. Your engagement is what empowers us to continue bringing these vital discussions to life, making profound wisdom accessible to all. To further deepen your personal philosophical practice, I want to recommend a specific, accessible text that offers a daily dose of ancient wisdom, Marcus Aurelius's Meditations*. While Aristotle provides the grand architecture of ethical theory, Aurelius offers intimate, practical guidance for navigating the challenges of everyday life. For a truly engaging and remarkably contemporary experience, I highly recommend the translation by Gregory Hayes. It strips away the archaic language, making Aurelius's Stoic wisdom feel immediately relevant and personal, a powerful companion for anyone seeking inner peace and resilience. It's a book you can open to any page and find a guiding principle for your day. But reading, while essential, is only one part of the equation. Philosophy isn't just something you consume, it's something you do. It's a continuous process of self-examination and intentional action. So, tonight, I challenge you to take a concrete step towards integrating philosophy into your daily routine. Start your own philosophical journal. Don't overthink it. It doesn't need to be a weighty tome or a daily essay. Simply commit to writing down one sentence. Just one. Perhaps it's your biggest takeaway from today's discussion, a question that lingers in your mind, a specific virtue you want to cultivate tomorrow, or an observation about your own character. This small, consistent act of daily reflection is how abstract ideas become lived experience, how wisdom transforms into habit, and how you truly begin to cultivate the eudaimonic life Aristotle described. The journey to eudaimonia is lifelong, a continuous process of self-examination, ethical action, and compassionate engagement with the world. Thank you for joining us on this part of the path. Keep questioning, keep growing, and keep living philosophically. Your journey has just begun.